Chapter 141 Children's Test. A month later. Tower of Arcana, Elemental World. Another element down, Maximus exclaimed. Maximus had now mastered 4 elemental soul paths. Tintin, did the graduation of the kids start? Maximus inquired. Not yet, host. There are still a few hours before the test begins, came the response. Fortunately, I'm not late. Without any delay, Maximus left the elemental world and returned to his manor. Maximus's manor. Dad, you're finally here. Lila said excitedly. Of course, how can I miss the big day of my kids? How are you? Are you ready for your final test? Maximus asked. We're ready, Dad. Max said. Yes, don't forget the reward you promised us, Daddy, Sam reminded. Of course, how can I forget it? Maximus smiled encouragingly. By the way, how is your training with Hina? Maximus asked his wives. It's progressing well. Just a few more months, and we can master the method, Isabella answered excitedly. Then I look forward to it. Soon, Maximus and his family got into the special car that would take them to the test site. Lumina Chrysalis Guild test site. Welcome to Lumina Chrysalis Guild, a steward greeted them. Maximus responded. As Maximus and his family entered, they saw various children playing around with their parents. This test site for kids doubled as a large playground. Max, you're here. Ella ran toward them with her auntie, Denise. Hey Ella, Max greeted nervously. How are your preparations for the test? Are you prepared to be beaten by me? Ella said arrogantly. Humph, childish, Max retorted, recalling what he had learned from his sister Lily. If you can't beat them, scold them. What did you say? A dash. Come here and let me love you, Ella said with a grin, ready to beat him. No, my poor body can't handle it anymore, Max said pitifully, hoping Ella would spare him. Ella didn't respond as she moved closer to him. At least don't embarrass me in front of my family. Oh, Ella then noticed that all the adults were looking at them. Don't mind the child's antics, Denise said. Sure, Max is quite durable. Maximus agreed, not minding Max being teased. Anyway, it seemed they were just playing. Seeing that she had permission, Ella clenched her fist, ready to beat Max. Dad, help me! Max cried out. Maximus didn't seem to hear Max as he continued to talk to his wives and Denise. No. Realizing no one was going to help him and that Ella was getting closer and closer, Max ran to escape. You can't run, Ella smiled wickedly. Hey, the kids can really play, Erica said. It's alright, there's still time before the test, they should relax a little, Maximus said. I heard you became a core student, congratulations, Denise said with envy. If Denise had known that Maximus had the potential to be a core student, Denise would have done her best to recruit this man to her guild. Unfortunately, it's too late now. Denise also heard that Maximus had already set up his own guild, so there was nothing she could do. Thank you. How about cooperating with our guild? What kind of cooperation? Our guild has just been established, we're only newbies. Compared to a senior sister rank 9 guild, we're just a pebble on the side of the road and don't deserve cooperation. I'm interested in the potential of your guild, not the current situation. Furthermore, I think there is a chance that your guild will also reach rank 9. Can I think this through? Maximus hesitated. If he can get a cooperation with the Lorekeeper Guild, his guild's development will be accelerated. Sure, you can just tell me after you've decided, Denise smiled wildly. Soon, all the participants arrived one after another. Now the place was filled with children and adults. Ahem, children. Parents, a voice spoke, capturing everyone's attention. It's Teacher Alara. Syra muttered. Is that your teacher? Maximus asked. Yes, Teacher Alara was very gentle, like a mother, Syra said softly. Alara Fonshade, one of the vice presidents of the Crystals Guild, Denise added. Do you know her? More than knowing. Denise didn't explain, but there was a fierce light hidden in her eyes. For our test this year, we will begin with grade 1 students. Please come to the stage, Alara explained. Daddy, it's our turn first, Serene said. Daddy, watch us carefully, Syra added. Then be careful, Maximus said, patting their heads. And you boys, good luck. Don't worry, Daddy, just watch us crush this test, Luke said arrogantly. This test is easy, as Sam added. Just don't overdo it. Come on, Neo, we'll be late. Luke dragged the lazy Neo onto his shoulder. Seeing that others were also coming to the stage, the 5 kids hurried. Maximus also came back to their private spot where you can see the whole place. Thanks to his core student status, they were able to secure a good spot. Soon, all the grade 1 students assembled. For the grade 1 students, the test will be an escape challenge, Ilera announced. The whole place suddenly began to morph. The parent seats detached from the floor and floated up. The stage where the grade 1 students stood also changed. It was like a complex parkour course with different heights and terrain. Below is a bottomless drop that made the course seem like floating. Grade 1 students, you need to survive 60 minutes as the whole course collapses. If you fall within the time limit, you're out. Begin. Soon, the place began to collapse as the children found their way to a safe spot. Sisters, come here, we'll protect you, Luke said, looking at the collapsing area. Although they were confident in their capabilities, Serene and Syra were still obedient and came near their 2 brothers. Neo, wake up. Luke urged Neo on his shoulder. Is the test finished? Neo said, rubbing his sleepy eyes. No, but we need your help, Luke said, looking at Sam. What help, Dash? Before Neo could finish speaking, Luke and Sam threw him into the air. What kind of crazy thing did my big brothers think of again? Neo sighed. But Neo knew his brother's purpose. As he began to fall, his brain quickly analyzed the most vulnerable place, possible scenarios, and picked the most favorable spot for them. How is it? Sam asked, catching Neo. It's there, Neo pointed at a location. Nice one, brother. Luke gave a thumbs up. Be careful, there are a few vulnerable places on the way, Neo said as he continued to lie in his brother's arms. The quick analysis earlier drained his negligible energy, and now he only wanted to sleep. Don't worry, leave it to us, Luke said. Knowing their goal, the brothers and sisters sprinted at a fast speed. With Neo's guidance from time to time, they arrived at the chosen location without encountering any dangers. We're here, Sam exclaimed excitedly. The place chosen by Neo was a high place with a peculiar structure. The structure here can resist more damage. Based on my deduction, this course followed a certain logic to when a place collapses, Neo explained. Oh, I see. Luke nodded. What do we do now? Do we wait? Syra asked. Of course not. The course will shrink sooner or later, we need to prepare. Luke said with a grin, looking at the pile of materials lying around. You mean reinforce the place? Syra asked. You indeed have the same mind as me, sister, Luke said, rubbing her hair. Not possible, Syra said, rolling her eyes. Anyway, let's begin the work. Sam said. Then you go. I'll rest for a while. Without waiting for them, Neo found a place and lay down. Lazy brother, Serene said, pinching Neo's cheeks. Seeing no response, the 4 began to reinforce the place. 50 minutes later, less than 10 minutes before the end of the trial. By now, the place had crumbled to pieces, with only a few fragmented areas still standing. Neo, wake up. The course is about to collapse, Luke urged. Huh? Neo slowly woke up and looked at the surroundings. Oh, it's the test? We've already reinforced the place. What do you think we should do? Sam asked Neo. Although Neo was the laziest among them, he was also the smartest. Just don't let people come within a 10-meter radius of us, Neo instructed. Roger that. The 4 quickly worked out, watching if someone came near them. Whoosh asterisk. Warning shot, please don't cross the line. Luke fired a fortified torrent upon seeing someone approaching. It's you, Luke. A student from the same class as them recognized him. Why can't I cross this line? The student angrily said. For safety reasons, Luke didn't bother to comment. Unlucky. The student muttered as he looked for another spot. Since he had been running all the time, he didn't have any decent weapons. Seeing that Luke and the group already fortified the place, he retreated quickly. Chapter 142 Teamwork. A few hundreds of meters away from the place where the 5 brothers and sisters were stationed. Damn those Shadowcrest bastards, they didn't let us get near them. Yeah, I don't know how they got lucky and chose the most stable place from the beginning. Now they've fortified the place, and we can't even get close. It's hateful. If I fail here and get a lower grade, my parents will get angry. How about we team up? There are only 5 of them. That's right. Once we surround them, it's only a matter of time before we force them out of their place. The group began discussing how they were going to infiltrate the place. Huh. It's so tiring with so many more people coming here, Serene said, massaging her arms. Although they had fortified the place, the torrents still needed ammunition to be loaded, which was tiring. Don't worry, there are only a few minutes left, Luke reassured her. Damn. Look, there are a bunch of them coming at us. Sam alerted as he took his position. Here we go again. Syra sighed. Soon, the 4 of them returned to their positions, while Neo found a place to hide. Neo was mainly responsible for analyzing the possible collapse of the place. After all, they didn't know when the place would suddenly collapse. You're here again, Luke said, noticing it was one of his classmates from earlier. Your place looks safe. Why don't you let us in? Anyway, there's a lot of space. He sneered. Impossible, Luke didn't say anything further and fired the torrent. But this time he was not merciful and shot him for real. However, this classmate seemed to predict it and managed to dodge. However, the kid behind him was unlucky and got struck. Fortunately, this was just a test, not a life-and-death battle. As soon as the kid got struck, a bubble appeared, taking him out of the course, meaning he was eliminated. Oh, I'm done. I hope my parents will be a little merciful. Although the eliminated wouldn't be dropped or kept in their grade. Given enough low credits, a student could get demoted by the rank of class even if they paid enough money. Hee hee, nice try, the classmate teased Luke and hid behind the ragtag team. Minute by minute, the place collapsed. Due to the large group, the 4 brothers and sisters couldn't keep up and began to retreat. From the original 10-meter radius, they shrank back to 3 meters radius. Hee hee, where can you hide now? Since you're inside, there's no need to fight, right? Luke reasoned. Too late, the classmate said. After all, who wouldn't get angry when you didn't let them inside? And after they force their way in, you reason and it's over? Then let's see if you can take us. Luke didn't say any more, took out a staff, and began to fight with them. Sam, Serene, and Syra also fought, almost overwhelming the group. But after all, 2 hands can't beat 4 hands. Hiss! Sam groaned as he blocked a punch from Serene. Are you all right, brother? Serene asked worriedly. No. These bastards dared to hurt my sister. Sam got angry and jumped into the group. Arg. Ow. Ouch. I don't want any more. One kid cried and jumped, hoping to get eliminated. Dédamrut le bastard. Another kid jumped out. Sam's unconventional fighting style allowed many to quit voluntarily. Although it's not life-threatening, Sam hit them where it hurt the most. After all, they are still kids and don't like pain. The reason they can trudge through fearlessly is that the torrent is a one-shot kill. As long as they get shot through, a barrier will protect them so it doesn't hurt. Hey, you have a good idea. Luke smiled, following Sam's style. A dash. Serene and Syra rolled their eyes at the 2 brothers' fighting style. They didn't even spare a thought and hit the girls without any mercy. As the battle went on, Luke and Sam were already black and blue. As for Serene and Syra, they were just tired, without sustaining any injuries. Luke and Sam ensured to protect them at all times, not letting them get hurt. Seeing that the group can't beat the 2 lunatics, Luke and Sam the group retreated a little. Soon, time ticked by. There was less than a minute left before the end of the trial. But the land they were on was less than 100 square meters. Come follow me. Neo, who had been hiding earlier, came out. You're finally done. Sam smiled crookedly as his face still hurt. Neo's primary responsibility was to find the last spot that would not collapse, with an error rate of less than a meter. Come, Serene. Syra. Luke urged as they retreated to the place pointed out by Neo. By now, the fight had ended as the kids stayed alert for the possible collapse of the ground. Hey, be careful. Sam teased while sitting leisurely. Bastard, I hope you get eliminated faster, a kid said, remaining alert. Ha ha ha, you look funny, as Sam continued. The other children didn't respond for long as the seconds ticked by and more land collapsed. Now there were less than 20 people and 10 meters of land. You look even funnier, brother, Syra said, looking at the various bruises on Sam's face. This is the sign of a man.
Sam begged.
Oh, Asira rolled her eyes. Soon, there were only less than 10 people and 3 meters of land. Brother? Sam looked at Luke as if on signal.
Rush.
With the signal, Sam and Luke rushed toward the remaining people, throwing them off the remaining land.
No. Not yet.
The last student was not reconciled and managed to drag Sam with him. The world seemed to slow down as Sam watched himself fall. Hey, I didn't think I would fall, Sam thought. Not yet. Neo suddenly appeared in Sam's vision, jumping to him. You dashed. Sam was shocked as Neo jumped so suddenly without any support. Heh, Luke was quick-minded, seeing Sam fall and Neo jump. He also jumped, catching Neo. Although Serene and Syra were a little slow, they managed to hang onto Luke's 2 feet. Huh. Close. Sam's heart pounded rapidly at the near fall. You really are the best little brother. Sam left kepili, pinching Neo's cheek. If you don't want to fall, don't distract me, Neo said silently. Oh, but you're my cute little brother. Sam didn't mind and continued to play with Neo's face. Straight face. Soon, the 2 little sisters managed to pull them out. Huh. Safe. Sam smiled widely. Don't celebrate too early, Luke grabbed him to their earlier spot. Soon, the seconds ticked by. 15s. 13s. 10s. Come to my shoulder, Sam. Luke hurried. Now there was only less than a meter of land left. Right up. Without delaying, Sam climbed up onto Luke's shoulder. After that, Neo and the others also climbed up, forming a human tower. Can you bear us, Luke? Sam teased, seeing Luke sweating due to their weight. Shut up, Luke retorted as he carried them. Oh. Sam covered his mouth but still smiled. Seeing that Luke could speak loudly meant that he still had the spare strength to carry them. 5s. 4s. 3s. 2s. 1s. At the last second, there was only a small piece of land left for Luke to tiptoe on, which caused his face to turn red due to exertion. Test complete. Congratulations to the 382 students who passed. With that, the whole place morphed back to its previous state. Huh. Luke didn't hold on any longer as he lowered the people on his shoulders.
It's fun.
Sam somersaulted as he landed. Brother, catch. Neo didn't bother to spend energy and let Sam catch him. Easy. Sam was quick and easily caught Neo. Serene and Syra, on the other hand, gracefully landed. Sister, your landing was much prettier. Serene praised. Yours too, Asira said. Girls? Sam rolled his eyes. Come, we're being called to the stage, Luke patted Sam. Hey, there are 382 survivors, Sam commented as they walked onto the stage. It's much less than I thought, Neo muttered. Based on his analysis when he was thrown by his brothers earlier. This course had more than 1,000 spots that would not collapse. Yet there were only less than 400 survivors. It's already a lot, not everyone is a freak like you, Luke said. Oh, carry me, brother. Neo didn't comment further as he jumped onto Luke's back. You should grow up, Neo, Luke advised as he secured Neo on his shoulders. Carrying Neo had been Sam and Luke's job, moving him from place to place. It's enough for you to grow up, brother. Neo thought as he closed his eyes to recharge his energy. On Maximus' stand. As expected of my children, Maximus muttered proudly. Seeing that all of his children had managed to pass, how could he not be proud? It seems that teamwork is the best, Liam said, looking at his brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, we don't know what our tests are, Lily said. We can only adapt as they come. Liam sighed, getting a little nervous as they waited for their turn. Chapter 143 Hell Maze. On Maximus' stand. The 382 Grade 1 student received their reward medal and returned to their parents. Soon, Luke and his siblings returned to their stand. Congratulations on passing, Maximus said, seeing his children come. Brother, you're awesome, Max praised Luke and Sam. It's all thanks to Neo, Luke said, patting Neo on the shoulders. While they were talking and praising each other, the Grade 2 test began. For all the Grade 2 students, please come to the platform. Ilara, the event organizer, announced. It's our turn, Liam muttered. Good luck. Maximus cheered. Brothers, you must win. Sisters, stay safe. The group cheered as Liam, Lily, Max, Nathan, Lila, and Lydia walked out. It's time for the test, Max muttered as he stretched his body. I wonder what kind of test we will take, Lila wondered. It should be fighting, then it would be easy, Max guessed. It's kind of barbaric, it should be like the grade 1 test with some twists, Lily said. I hope it's not too hard. Lydia prayed. While they were talking, the other grade 2 students came to the platform waiting. For the grade 2 test, it will be a hell maze. As Alara's voice dropped, the place began to morph again. Towering walls appeared, forming a complex maze. Inside, all kinds of monsters appeared beside a chest. For this test, you only need to walk out of the maze before the time limit. However, to leave the maze, you need enough points. You can only get points from monsters. However, you are welcome to steal points from your classmates by defeating them. The test begins. Just as they were about to process what teacher Alara was saying, the students disappeared and randomly teleported into the maze.
Huh?
Liam muttered as he looked around. It seems that we are separated. Exit maze. Points. Liam pondered as he looked at the huge hologram above. 99 minutes. What about the points? Oh, it's here, Liam saw words on his wrist. Liam Shadowcrest, 0/1000. I wonder how points are counted. It seems that I need to fight monsters. Without delaying any further, he walked around towering walls, hoping to find anything. There it is? Liam saw a huge snake hissing. It seems that it's not so hard to find a monster. Snap asterisk. With a slap of his palm, the snake monster went dizzy for a while and fought back. Huh? Close. Liam hurriedly retreated, seeing the snake monster's attack back. Peak Tier 1? This test is a bit hard, Liam sighed. You know grade 2 students are forced to consolidate themselves. Without advancing to grade 3, you cannot advance to Tier 2. This is done so you can build a solid foundation. With this, passing the Origin Arcana Institute trial before 100 years old is no longer a dream. Time to get serious. Liam muttered. Elemental Endurance. Reflex Boost. Nova Bourse. Feral Agility. Liam activated all his Tier 1 boosting spells on his body. Laying the foundation means training both soul and body, so Liam was both a knight and a mage. However, Liam's preferred fighting style is that of a knight. Time to fight. A fist, covered with mana, came through the head of the snake monster as if it had a tracker. Bang! Without letting the snake react, Liam followed through with a barrage of never-ending punches and kicks. Although the snake monster tried to fight back, Liam's overwhelming speed and reflexes prevented the snake monster from even touching his clothes. Thud asterisk. The giant snake collapsed as it evaporated, giving Liam 30 points. Ha! 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 The burden on my body is not small, Liam muttered, catching his breath. It's too little. After a while, seeing he only got 30 points, he smiled wryly.
Huh, what is this?
A treasure chest? Curious, he opened the treasure chest that spawned after he defeated the monster. Glitter asterisk. The treasure chest shone, revealing a breastplate. Armor? After Liam tried on that armor, he felt mana pervading his body, strengthening it. A Tier 1 armor? This should be a way to pass this trial, Liam muttered with a gleam in his eyes. Liam noticed earlier that he was only a virtual body, meaning all his belongings are pretty much useless. But now, with the treasure, his chance of passing the test has gone up by a few %. There should be more. Liam thought as he began finding monsters. 65 minutes. Lily Shadowcrest, 195/1000. Sigh, I wonder if I can pass this test. Lily had been unlucky from the beginning, she could hardly find any monsters. Hee hee, what an unlucky beauty, a man laughed lewdly. It's just a little girl, his partner said. What do you know? You don't have any aesthetics. TSK, surrender now, and give us your points if you don't want to get hurt. Oh, another prey, Lily muttered, rolling her eyes. Although I can't find monsters, you will suffice, Lily laughed a little. She had truly been unlucky, she had only found one monster so far. But the rate of other students passing by her was so frequent that she had nearly reached 200 points. I wonder how many points you have, Lily licked her lips. The student earlier only had tens of points, so she didn't earn much. Now over half an hour had passed by, there should be more points. Little beauty, your craz dash. Before one of them finished speaking, Lily lunged forward. TSK a little tender, one of the two mocked. Lily didn't hear what they were saying as she was preparing to cast a spell. Ice Lance, Lily cast silently. Luckily, the two reacted quickly and dodged the spell. However, this was within Lily's calculation. Now their distance was less than a meter, which was within her range. Snap asterisk. A lightning kick covered with thorns snapped toward one of them through the neck. Impasse dash, the man didn't finish speaking as he disintegrated, being kicked off the platform. Seeing his companion died quickly, he hurriedly retreated, hoping to have a little breathing time. Unfortunately for him, the ice lance that Lily had cast earlier was tied with a metal wire, allowing Lily to control it. Splat asterisk. The ice lance turned back, catching him off guard as it pierced through his neck, killing him. Thank you for the points. Lily smiled innocently as the student disintegrated. 50 minutes. Lila Shadowcrest, 350/1000 points. Lydia Shadowcrest, 350/1000 points. Sister, we can't pass the test like this, Lydia said to Lila. The two were lucky as they met within the first few minutes. With their teamwork, they bulldozed all the monsters they found. How about we fight other students for points? Lila suggested. But that's bad. How can that be bad? We're just borrowing points, Lila reasoned. Borrowing? How is it borrowing? We are going to borrow and never pay it back, Lila grinned. Isn't that just robbing? Hee, quit asking and get to work. Alright. Without delay, the two sisters geared up and scoured the maze looking for a target. 40 minutes. Nathan Shadowcrest, 750/1000. /*. A student disappeared as he held his neck from being slashed. Another point. Nathan muttered as he disappeared into the shadows. It's really efficient to hunt students. Nathan didn't bother hunting any monsters since he arrived here. Hunting monsters is tiring and prone to ambush and danger. Assassinating students, on the other hand, is safe and efficient. Another one and I could get out of this maze. Looking at his points, Nathan thought of the next plan. Nathan Shadowcrest, 950/1000. I should find the exit while I hunt. 35 minutes. Max Shadowcrest, 550/1000. Hey, another monster. Max smiled happily as he spotted an alligator monster. Without wasting time, Max blessed himself with a spell as he clashed with the monster using his pure body. As for the armor he got from the treasure chest or something, they were all thrown out. Max didn't treat this as a test at all, but instead, a training ground to refine his fighting skills. Bam! Asterisk. After less than a minute of fighting, the alligator monster disintegrated like smoke. Not enough. I can't defeat that witch Ella like this. Max turned serious as he thought of his ultimate rival. All this suffering is so that one day he can defeat Ella. What witch? Like a time spell, Max's face froze as he slowly turned to his back. Why you? Max nervously said. What me? The witch? Ella's smile sent shivers down Max's spine. And no, this is a misunderstanding, Max hurriedly apologized. What misunderstanding? Ella still smiled. This, I didn't say anything, Max quickly shut his mouth. I forgive you this time, Ella didn't pursue it any further. By the way, what are you doing here? Max asked. I'm just wandering and I saw you. How about your points? Oh, it's all right, 1,000 points, Ella said proudly. What? So fast? Hee, with this little lady, nothing is impossible. Then you should find the exit quickly. Bye. Max hurriedly said, hoping to escape. Wait. Ella held onto Max's clothes. What? Let me join you, Ella said with a blush. Are you sure? But you already finished collecting points. Don't you want to be with this lady? Ella said, making a pitiful expression. That's fine. But don't hold me back. Who are you looking down on? Come, let's go. Chapter 144 Maze's Exit. 25 minutes. Liam Shadowcrest, 1000/1000. Liam caught his breath as he watched his points reach 1,000. Finally, I have enough points. 25 minutes. I need to find the exit fast. Seeing that there was only a little time left, Liam began to hurry. 18 minutes. Lily? Liam muttered as he saw someone.
Liam?
Lily responded, looking at the one calling her.
It's you, sister. Do you have enough points?
Yes, I'm just about to find the exit.
Me too.
I was just about to find the exit.
Then let's go together.
All right. 15 minutes. Just as Liam and Lily were running at full speed to find the exit, a man suddenly appeared in front of them. Liam and Lily got into their fighting state, ready to fight. Brother, sister, it's me.
Nathan? You scared me to death.
Lily couldn't help but complain. You should be careful in the future. We nearly attacked you, Liam advised.
All right. Are you also finding the exit?
Nathan nodded and asked. Yes, have you found it? Lily asked. I already found it, but there is an obstruction. Obstruction? I don't have time to explain. Follow me.
10 minutes. It's here?
Liam muttered, looking at the familiar place. Yes, the entrance is hidden by a mechanism, Nathan nodded. Nathan manipulated some parts, and a small entrance opened in the wall. It's quite hidden, Lily said.
Let's go.
After they came in, they realized what obstruction Nathan was talking about. An ambush? Liam muttered. They looked at a group of more than 100 students standing in front of the huge door. These guys didn't hunt monsters at the beginning and found the exit early on. Hateful, Lily said coldly. TSK, your entrance is really hidden, Liam commented. The people lying in the ambush didn't even notice them talking loudly. I reinforced this place with hidden runes. You're getting better and better, Liam praised.
Anyway, where are the others?
Could it be that they were already eliminated? Lily asked about her other siblings.
I don't know.
You're the first one I saw.
Anyway, what's the plan?
Nathan asked. Of course, we fight. Lily clenched her fist, ready for battle. Don't be too hasty, we're no match for them, Liam held his sister back.
Oh, what plan do you have?
We only have 10 minutes, Lily complained. Waiting for someone. That's a great idea, Lily quickly agreed. Their plan is to wait for a group or a strong student to occupy the group, then attack from behind. 9 minutes.
7 minutes. 6 minutes. 3 minutes. What do we do?
Only a bunch of weaklings came here, Lily said worriedly. These few minutes seemed like an eternity as they waited for someone to come. Unfortunately, there were only 1 or 2, and they were quickly resolved.
Just wait.
We only need a few seconds to rush to the exit, Liam said. Even if no one comes in, they can still exit at the last minute. After all, the people lying in ambush also needed to get out of here.
Fine.
Just when Lily was speaking, a commotion attracted their attention. Max?
Lila? There is also Ella and Lydia.
They were shocked as their siblings just bulldozed into the group like a bowling ball.
Come, let's help,
Liam said. A little earlier.
So what's your plan?
Ella asked, looking at the people in the ambush. Of course, we fight them with our fists, Max said without hesitation. Max didn't care if he failed this test. Moreover, there is not much time. Instead of waiting, it's better to push through. Maybe his sisters and Ella can pass through thanks to his sacrifice. These bastards are getting in our way, they need a beating. Lila quickly agreed. Lila, on the other hand, just likes to fight. As for the test or whatever, she doesn't care. But that's dangerous, there are so many of them, Lydia said nervously.
Heh. Just a bunch of trash.
Max curled up his lips and said.
Let's go.
Let them have a taste of my lovely fist. Lila said, crunching her fist. Sigh, a bunch of brutes, Ella sighed, looking at Max and Lila already running over to fight.
Will you come?
Ella asked Lydia. Of course, I need to help my brother and sister, Lydia said. Although she is nervous, it does not mean that she is a coward. When it comes to her brothers and sisters, she is more violent than anyone else. Hee, then let me help this idiot, Max, Ella said. Ella is not one bit scared of a group fight. Ella was the favorite granddaughter of an apex sovereign. Her resources and foundation are not something that can be defeated by mere numbers. Someone is coming towards us, the group was alerted as they saw Max and Lila.
Finally, another points.
Make sure to evenly distribute the points, we only have a few minutes before the end of the test. All right. I'll take the lead, you follow, Max said to Lila as he boosted himself with all kinds of spells. But I want to take the lead, Lila pouted. First come, first served, Max didn't agree as he rushed forward, punching the first one he saw. Smack. Max's punch squarely hit one of the students in the center of his face. After punching another student, he ran through the center of the group. Damn.
Crazy. It's a lunatic.
After all, most people, after seeing an ambush, would be timid and might not react in time. But Max didn't stop. As for the punches, kicks, and spells that hit him, Max didn't even change his expression. Although his whole body was bleeding, as long as it didn't hinder his fighting, it didn't matter. Another Amazonian. They thought that Max was the only one crazy, but another crazy little girl was in front of them. By now, Lila was already in tatters, but instead of feeling pain, she felt an adrenaline rush as she smiled wildly. She looked like a demon in hell, with blood and wounds all over her body. A while later, Max had only eliminated about 20 students as his body couldn't move. Pity, I'm a little short. Max sighed, waiting for his demise. Max had thought that he could eliminate at least half of the students. He didn't expect it to be not even 1/5. I hope you can damage them a little, sister. Max thought, looking at Lila, who was still energetic. It's time to end you, lunatic, one of the students shouted as he brandished his sword.
Heh?
Max just grinned as he closed his eyes.
Only I can bully Max.
Suddenly, Max heard a voice as he felt the temperature go up all of a sudden. Opening his eyes, he saw a pillar of fire disintegrating the student in front of him.
Ella.
Max was dumbfounded as if he had seen a goddess of fire. Just rest. I'll finish the rest. Ella turned her attention with eyes full of fury. How dare you damage my toy? Ella mater.
Who's your toy?
Max got annoyed, dispelling the image of the goddess in his heart. Little sister, are you all right? Lydia asked as he hurriedly healed Lila.
Hee, with your healing, I think I can fight 10 more.
Lila said, despite feeling weak all over. No, you should rest. Lydia said, dragging his sister out of the field using a wooden spell.
No.
I still want to fight. Lila struggled as she tried to break free from the binding. Unfortunately, Lila's crazy fighting style depleted her mana. It was already a miracle that she was still struggling now.
No.
Lydia didn't compromise and put Lila to sleep. How dare you hurt my sister? Lydia said coldly. With a green light in her eyes, a field of flowers suddenly appeared, mesmerizing other students. However, students outside Lydia's range were horrified as they saw others being turned into mummies as if being sucked dry.
A witch?
Damn, where did this group come from? The group was becoming worried. With Ella and Lydia on a rampage, a quarter of their group was eliminated. Just as they were about to retreat to minimize the losses, a white light suddenly appeared, blinding them momentarily. Brother Liam.
Sister Lily.
Lydia, who was still angry, suddenly became ecstatic as she saw Liam and Lily.
Let us help,
Liam said, charging into the fight. Liam's fighting style was a bit similar to Max's, using his body and spells as support. However, if Max's fighting style was bloodthirsty and heart-pounding, then Liam's fighting style was like a performance as if everything was under control. You're quite good, Lily praised Lydia. As for Lila, she was already unconscious due to Lydia's spell.
Go, sister.
Lydia smiled as she cheered for Lily. Lily's fighting style was what you would call elegant. Lily was like a noble simply here to walk and dance. The blood and gore became merely a background that added beauty to her fighting style. Various spells came out of her hands as if they were never-ending, while her body moved with the flow, like a current carrying a boat. While the others were fighting brightly like fireworks. Hidden in the shadows was Nathan, slicing through the necks of unsuspecting students. Nathan's fighting style was bland and boring as if he were merely chopping vegetables one by one. But with a broader view of the field, you could see that all those killed by Nathan were like nodes that prevented his siblings from being harmed. Nathan was like the oil in the machine, making the battle easier. Chapter 145 Children Rewards. A while later, the battle had come to an end. TSK, there are a few who escaped, Lily complained. We are here to explore the maze, not to fight, Liam said. Who cares? I just want to eliminate all those hateful bastards, Lily said. That's right. How dare these bastards ambush us, Max agreed, eager for more battle. By now he had already been healed by Lydia. You're just a weakling, you should stay put, Ella said, forcefully patting Max on the back. Ella's impressive battle prowess took down almost half of the group without much of a scratch.
Humph, you don't know how strong I am,
Max exclaimed, looking into Ella's eyes intently. Fine, you're a little strong. Ella couldn't handle Max's intense staring, so she just agreed.
I'm glad you know.
Max smiled. Let's go, we only have a few seconds left, Nathan said quietly.
You're here, brother. You're quite cool earlier.
Max praised. Thanks, Nathan nodded as he walked through the exit. Sister, it's time to leave, Lydia shook Lila, who was still sleeping.
Huh?
Did the test end? Lila asked. No, sister, we won. Now we need to leave here. Won? Leave? Lila repeated, looking at her surroundings. Brothers?
Sister?
Lila muttered, processing what happened. Let's go, sister, Lydia dragged Lila to the exit.
Oh. Right.
Soon before the time ran out, they managed to walk out of the exit. There were also others who were hiding, and they luckily managed to get out.
Test complete.
Congratulations to the 152 students who passed. After the announcement, the whole place morphed back to its previous state. 152? It's a little small, Liam commented as they came back to their father's stand.
It's because of those hateful bastards,
Max replied, eager for another battle. I wonder what gift Dad will give us, Lila muttered. As for the trial or whatever it was, it had long been forgotten.
That's right.
Max and the others suddenly became excited, wondering what kind of gift it would be. Gift? Your father is giving you a gift for passing this test? Ella asked curiously. That's right? You don't have any reward? Max asked arrogantly.
No. Ella replied sadly.
This? Don't worry, I'll share whatever gift I have with you, Max comforted. Ella said, but she was already thinking of asking for a reward later. Maximus's stand. Here are our top achievers, Erica said, looking at the brothers and sisters who had just arrived. Congratulations on passing the test, Hazel added. You're good kids. You've impressed Mommy, Luna said, hugging Lila and Lydia. While they were celebrating, Ella came over to her auntie Denise. Congratulations, little Ella, Denise said, rubbing her head. It was easy. Anyway, you're quite brave on the battlefield. How about the reward, Auntie? I heard that Max and his siblings can get rewards, Ella said with a pout. Reward? Denise repeated, catching everyone's attention. That's right. The reward? Maximus's children remembered that their father had promised them a reward. What kind of reward do you want? Denise asked. Ella could get anything she wanted just by opening her mouth. So what kind of reward was still needed? I want to live next to Max's house, Ella said without thinking. Huh? There was a moment of silence as Ella's words sank in. Max? Denise muttered, looking at the bewildered Max. Earlier, she had thought that Max was merely a friend of Ella's. But now, looking at Ella's blush, there might be something different. Are you? Denise looked at Ella with questioning eyes. Max is only a friend. I figured that by staying next to his house, we could play more, Ella hurriedly explained. Is that so? Denise momentarily believed it but decided to keep an eye on Ella from now on. It's not that she was against it. After all, Maximus was a core student, and there was a high chance that he would reach Tier 9 and become one of the Apex Sovereigns. So in terms of status, there wasn't much difference. The only worry she had was Ella's so-called grandfather. That old man was quite difficult to deal with. Looking at Max, who was still growing up and acting like a brat, Denise silently wished the little kid good luck. All right, I'll rent a place near their house. Really?
Thank you, Auntie.
Ella jumped in happiness.
By the way, where's your house?
Denise asked. Although she could investigate it, since Maximus was here, it was easier just to ask.
About that, why not come with us?
I will also show my gift to them, Maximus suggested. As for the test, it had already finished. This venue was only for Grade 1 and Grade 2, as other grades required a larger space. As for the rewards, in addition to school credits and recognition, there weren't any other rewards. However, if you accumulated 10 passes, you could automatically enroll in the Origin Arcana Institute, near the center of the city of Arcana. Is the reward here? Lila asked, looking around.
It's inside.
Inside? Lila asked, puzzled. They couldn't see what was inside because a hidden array was activated. This will be our new home, Maximus said, operating the array. It's one of the privileges of a core student. New home? Lila repeated, following Maximus inside. Wow. It's much more beautiful than the previous house. Lila exclaimed.
It's also much bigger.
Max added. Is this the reward, Daddy? Sam said in disappointment. He thought it would be much cooler. Close, but it's not, and Maximus smiled mysteriously. Come with me to Liam's place.
Liam's place?
With puzzled expressions, they followed Maximus to Liam's place.
This is a training field?
Liam said in surprise. In front of them was an advanced training field with the highest specification devices. Indeed. Also here, Maximus tossed a device.
What is this?
It's a control device for this place. You can modify it accordingly, except for the training devices, Maximus explained. Liam tried various layouts until he was satisfied. Thank you, Father, Liam said. It might not seem like it, but Liam was quite obsessed with training. Getting advanced equipment could help him achieve more detailed results.
Then let's go to Lily's.
I wonder what kind of place your sister Lily has, Lila said, excited to see her own. A laboratory? Lily muttered excitedly. The whole place was filled with various advanced instruments that she didn't even know the function of. Are you satisfied? Maximus asked.
I like it very much, Dad.
Lily's hobby is to create and study, whether it's weapon making, human anatomy, or plant uses. Anything that interests her will be studied. I'm glad you like it, Maximus said, giving her the control device for the place. Then let's go to Max's.
Wow, brother, your place looks so cool.
Sam said excitedly.
Brother, you should let us play here sometime.
Luke added.
Hee, I'll let you play here if you want.
Max smiled happily. I'll play here later, Gela chipped in.
Sure, you're welcome anytime.
The place was like his dream come true, filled with various weapons like an arsenal. From alchemy swords to mechanical guns, any weapon you could think of was there. Although they were low-tiered weapons, the variety was impressive.
How is it?
It's awesome, Dad.
You're the best ever.
Although Max didn't use weapons in fights, he still liked showing them off or playing with them. After all, a bare body wasn't cool or handsome enough. Alright, then let's go to Nathan's next.
Why is it so peaceful here?
Hazel muttered. It really is. I feel like all the troubles I'm thinking of are gone, Rose agreed. The others also noticed this. As for the children, they suddenly felt sleepy and relaxed.
What is this, Dad?
Nathan asked. The place had towering pillars with various runic formations. It seemed simple compared to the others, but Nathan felt peaceful as if he wanted to live here all the time. These pillars are filled with various formations. The surface level can calm you down, but the higher it is, the more distracting thought there will be. If you can climb above, you can manifest illusions to your liking to fight, Maximus explained.
Oh, thank you, Dad, Nathan said sincerely.
Nathan aspired to become an assassin. However, as he was still a child, many distracting thoughts came to his mind. But staying here calmed all of that down. Furthermore, he could train his mental fortitude the higher he climbed. This was truly a training paradise for him. Now let's go to Lila's and Lydia's.
Wow, what is this fairy-like garden forest?
Lila's eyes lit up as she looked around. Even the usually silent Lydia smiled widely as she looked at the place. The place was twice the size of the previous ones and filled with various higher-tiered plants. It offered various plants, trees, and flowers from eating and drinking to ornamental and medicinal. This is a combined garden for you too. I've turned this place into a paradise and a treasure-hunting place at the same time.
Treasure?
Lila repeated. She had been obsessed with treasure lately, not in buying them, but in finding them. Yes, from time to time, this place will generate hidden treasures for you to find. Of course, it's also filled with challenges so you will not be bored.
Amazing. Thank you, Daddy.
As for Lydia, this place also has the most diverse and beautiful species of plants. Thank you, Daddy, Lydia muttered as she couldn't take her eyes off the place. She had a soft spot for beautiful things, especially plants. Seeing the place was like a dream come true. It's beautiful here, sister, Sarir said to Lydia while looking at the bright flowers. Can we play here sometime, sister? Syra asked, holding Lydia's hand. As for Lila, she was already off to find the hidden treasure.